Slap, slap, slap. Clap, clap, clap. Slap, slap, slap. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 78 of Talking Shit. My name is Barrett Courtney. I am one of your hosts, and here joining with me are my great co-hosts and even better friends, the Bisexits from Texas, Henry Montiero. What's up, Henry?
Clap, clap, clap.
And then in between us is my favorite chunky punk, Ricky Baldazan.
Slap, slap, slap.
And if you don't know what we do here at Talking Shit, each week we each bring a topic to talk some shit about. It's been a while since we've recorded actual Talking Shit.
Yeah.
It's been, like, we recorded the BCG Awards last week.
Yeah.
And those were fun and dandy and all that good stuff.
It's been
dandy
1
like
week
a
since
handy.
you looked at me.
And so it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since we've actually recorded an episode of Talking Shit.
Yeah.
It's been a good break, but I think it's time for us to come back.
It's time to come home.
It's time to come home.
Chewy.
Chewy, we're home.
Mama, we're coming home.
And so usually, like, we all bring in different topics, but since this is the first Talking Shit episode since our break, I decided to bring in our first Talking Shit episode of 2016.
Sweet.
I had some topics that I wanted to bring in special for this one, for us coming back. And our first topic is what's changing for BCG, because a lot is changing, and we did do the announcement video for that, but I feel like I want to talk to you guys about, like, why we're doing a lot of these things. Like the two big ones.
Chilly in here.
It is chilly.
I didn't think it was going to be that chilly. It's like really hot or really cold.
Yeah, you gotta pick one, dude.
Yeah.
So, like,
Sick
a
and
lot of
toast.
things are changing. Like, we're not doing quick reviews anymore. We're not doing the Shitcast anymore. Talking Shit is now like a podcast instead of like a video series. And I just wanted to, if you didn't fully understand the announcement video, I just wanted to talk about it here. Like, and like, what do you guys think about the change and whatnot? Like, the first thing is for quick reviews is no longer a thing, which is like, I was thinking about it, and when I told Alyssa like that idea, she's like, "Oh, but I like quick reviews," and I do like quick reviews as an idea of doing like a 1 minute review, just like fucking for shits and giggles. But doing it every week was a little hard because not every week we had something to review.
Yeah, it's like on top of not having the material for every week that was new, it got a little repetitive with us.
And a little forced.
We're all into the same shit, so
Exactly.
it's like we all ended up reviewing the same kind of stuff.
But
Except for that time you reviewed Ride Along.
did you review Ride Along?
No, I
he
did not.
reviewed Get Hard.
Oh,
They're the
I did
same
Get
movie.
Hard.
Yeah.
They're the same
It is
movie.
the same thing.
Yeah, so, rest in peace, quick reviews.
Yep.
And here is a little video cut of all of the quick reviews, not all of the quick reviews episodes, but highlights. So each of us brought in a different item, different things, thing or things, 1 to 3 items. And so, Ricky, you did your quick review on
AC/DC.
AC/DC, and what rating would you give that? And what was the album name? What was the album name?
It was
Back in Black.
So my one product that I wish to review today is gefilte fish.
Okay, what is this?
Well, I'm going to tell you.
I've never heard of this before.
So gefilte fish.
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Explain this to me.
Okay, so
I'm super white.
Gefilte fish is a very specific Jewish food that you eat.
But you're Jewish.
I am Jewish, exactly.
Okay.
Pickles, officially Mr. Pickles, Good Boy 666, about this dog that's like satanic, and I think this is one of the worst shows that I have ever watched, and it really shows like what is wrong with adult animation that Rick and Morty is really fixing.
Get into than Game of Thrones, because the first 3 episodes are like really, really fucking boring. But once it hits the 4th episode, is when I'm like, oh shit, now I know why people watch this show.
I still give it a yee. Not a fuck yee, but a yee. I don't know. A lot of people are saying that this is totally going to be the game of the year. And it might be if Batman Arkham Knight is somehow disappointing, but I don't think it will be.
Fallout 4.
Or Fallout 4 is somehow disappointing. So, what is your first product today?
Okay, so my first is Jurassic World. So I saw Jurassic World the other day. It has dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are cool.
The first thing I want to give a quick review on is birthday cake flavored Oreos. Now, these things are the worst fucking idea in Oreos since, I think, candy corn. Daniel's our guest, and
put me
so
on the spot.
we want to put you on the spot. We also want to make you feel welcome
Thanks.
and nervous. So how many...
So, last week I tried the free week subscription to PS Now.
Okay.
Fuck PS Now.
All of us brings in 1 to 3 items to do a 1-minute review on, but today we're doing something a little different. Henry had the displeasure of going to see the Fantastic Four film. So...
Do you want to do your 2 first?
No, I'm going to save mine for later. We're just going to get right into yours. You went to go see Fantastic Four, and you have so many feelings you didn't think that you could sum it up in just 1 minute. So I'm allowing you to go up to 8 minutes. I don't know why specifically 8 minutes, but I felt like 8 minutes.
It felt right.
It felt right.
So, I went to go see The Visit. That's something else that's not worth seeing.
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night, I didn't even know he directed it until I got there and it said so. And
you just went, oh no.
This intro is already a disaster. On my far
I want to redo
and
this.
your far right is our guest this week for our YouTube videos, our good friend Annie Vogt. What's up, Annie? How you doing this week?
Good. Are we going to redo that intro?
No.
All right.
Just going into it.
this is how it is. This is real life. We like to keep it real here at BZG.
Yeah.
Too real.
We give it an official Elias Horde. Because it's just that bad. It's like
Who's
one of
Elias?
them. He was one of our first guests.
Ooh, can I tell this story?
So, yeah.
I immediately got so excited.
And
bone's
just,
a pick.
and just to give you guys a heads up, this is the last episode of Quick Reviews for 2015. So, you know, that's fucking Santa hair flip. Fuck. That wasn't that great. That Quick Reviews little snippet right there.
Little dingle.
The little dingle.
favorite
Speaking
word.
of the dingles, the Shitcast is no longer a thing. And that was we started BZG sort of not knowing exactly what we wanted to do with some of these shows. At all. We started April 1st. It was a stream of us. It wasn't even like a talking shit episode or anything. It was literally us just on screen talking about our E3 predictions way too fucking early. And then every best game, the best game for every single Nintendo console.
That video don't
Definitely
exist
humble beginnings.
Yes,
For sure.
it doesn't exist anymore, which sucks because I think for the first time, I think we did pretty well for that one. And then
Everything else has just been crap.
everything else has been shit. But
That
anyway,
was our
like
high point.
talking shit, like I pictured it in a way of like doing like a podcast, much like Game Over Greggy Show or Gamescast or Alex's like roommates show or whatever. Alex O'Neill, youtube.com/roommate, I believe, or just look up roommates podcast. I don't know.
Well, I was really weirded out that you didn't say Bayzone Gamers at the end of it. I was like, that's not what it's called.
So
Welcome to the
I lost my train of thought here. Talking shit, I always sort of wanted it to be a podcast exclusively or like a vidcast on YouTube. And if you look at that first week, it's much like split up a lot like how Game Over Greggy is on YouTube, where like the first topic was like quick reviews, and then it naturally rolled into like the second topic was the next day and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But then like after that, I like how we were doing talking shit because it wasn't going up in a podcast form anywhere else. It was just on YouTube. So that's when we decided to like each topic is like its own episode where we reintroduce the show like 3 times a week and all of this stuff. And that also felt super forced because I want talking shit to be like a natural progressive conversation with you guys for an hour and a half.
A progressive conversation. We're just talking about yes.
And so it felt forced of like, okay, now I got to wrap up this, 20-minute episode and then like restart, like reintroduce the show and then like outro it and all this stuff. And we do that like 3 times every week and then adding quick reviews and also adding the Shitcast. We're recording 5 different things in one day. Yeah. And so now how everything's rolling out, like the Shitcast is canceled but like talking shit is now like a podcast, or you can get it on Bandcamp or you can get it on YouTube or whatnot. And so but the Shitcast was also a place for us to talk about news, because BCG news was a thing that we did on Twitch. And then I sort of learned over like the months of us doing that live that it was probably not the best place for us to start out on was Twitch.
Yeah.
Just because, and Twitch is the place to be if you're like a gamer or anything. I wanted to put my phone in my pocket, but I have to have it out. So I'm on autopilot right now.
Put it in your pocket.
And that's how you put it in your pocket, Henry. So I wanted us to like have like a constant place to do news. So when BTG News was canceled on Twitch, we started the Shitcast, where we could still talk about the news and constantly talk about games we've been playing. And that was another thing, was every week we would talk about games we've been playing. Not every week we play games, you know?
No.
And that's something like, and that was like something that I had gotten from Irrational Passions. Like, that's what they do every week. But
Irrational Passionals, yeah.
Irrational Passionals, and that's something, but they're constantly like playing video games, and they always have something to talk about. Or we're a little more like laissez-faire about the whole like video games thing. Like, yes, we're like a video game, like gamers is in the name of BCG, but
we do a lot more shit.
we do like a lot more, and we have school and work and whatnot, so we don't always have time to do that. So that was another thing of like talking about video games we've been playing every week. Well, not every week we've been playing video games.
We just change our name to the Bayazona Gangsters. We become a rap group.
And then and so we're bringing BCG News back on YouTube, and instead of it being sort of like Colin and Greg live, it's going to be more like I want it to be a lot like The Daily Show, where it's like a 5 to 10 minute video every Friday where I talk about like the recent news and then like say a couple jokes or whatnot. And if you're watching this on YouTube, the first episode of BCG News will be up this Friday. And so that'll be interesting. And I still got to share that document with you so we can write up jokes and whatnot for the news that I've been gathering.
The hell's a joke?
And so I mean, and then talking shit, obviously, going back to that thought, I'm fucking everywhere right now. Talking shit on Bandcamp, that's like our Bandcamp thing. And I don't want people to think that we're like we need money from you, because that's the whole thing with Bandcamp, is you get every episode of Talking Shit early as a full episode, and you get an exclusive episode each month. And I don't want people to think like, oh, we need to pay them now to get their content. Like, you can still watch everything free on YouTube. And if you don't pay us, if no one pays us, we'll still keep doing the shit that we do. Yeah. It's just, if there is help to help us get to like mainly better editing equipment. Because here's the thing, like to ask for I make minimum wage in San Francisco, and the same with you guys. And it's hard to invest in a lot of things when we don't make as much. And so
when a sandwich is like $15.
I don't even get consistent hours.
Exactly. So we're all working retail, and retail is an iffy thing about after the holidays, you don't know if you're going to get consistent hours or anything. So, every month I have enough to definitely pay for like bills and stuff. But after that, it's like, I don't have much. So what we're doing for Bandcamp is if you support us there, you're helping us get to better, mainly editing equipment. Because here, I'm going to break down how I edit things for you guys. How I've done things so far I'm just talking about YouTube at this point. So the intros that I use for talking shit, and the outros of the bzz, bzz, do, all of that, I have to get the intro and outro from one Mac.
Yeah.
And I used to edit on just this one Mac. But then one day when I imported our actual video, the main video, for some reason whenever I'd import it to iMovie, it would desync the audio and the video. And I knew it wasn't the main the core file itself, because when I would watch the core file outside of iMovie, it was completely fine. So there's something wrong with that file, but I want to keep the cool intro and the outro and whatnot. So I edit that on one computer, and I export that, and I put it on a hard drive, and I put it to another Mac, where then I put the intro and outro into our main video and whatnot. And then I, export it from there. And then I edit Let's Plays on a completely other computer, where I record Let's Plays on one computer, and then I record our audio from another computer, and then I edit that audio on the Mac, and then I export it over to the Windows computer, and I sync it up on the Windows computer, and then that's how I do everything. I edit all of our things on 3 different computers. Yep. And so it I don't know if we'll ever get to the point of being able to buy just one iMac to have everything on. Definitely I still won't be able to do Let's Plays, just because I actually prefer the Windows computer for that. Just because the software I use has when I export those files, it exports it in such a smaller size than iMac does or iMovie does. So that'll always be a thing. But if I could edit all of talking shit and all of BCG news on just one computer, that would be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
And then also we have shirts now, which is fucking awesome. At this point, I wanted us to be wearing the shirts. But really, I wanted to have a shirt when I did the announcement video, but we didn't even have it then. And we were actually supposed to have them by now. But District Lines did this thing where they dropped off the package at my local post office, when they literally my post office is 5 minutes away from me. So it could have been a thing where they just brought it to my house, but they decided not to. So now it's coming through USPS. I know. So it should have come yesterday, and now it's coming sometime today. And so that also we get a cut from of shirts and stuff, and that'll also go into the same editing and this stuff and whatnot. I don't know. What do you guys think about the whole reformatting of BCG?
I think it's a lot more efficient, especially with some of the videos that we're doing. Especially with the you were telling me in the car that you're now having a time limit on the
Let's Plays. Yeah, because that is something our friend Quentin was telling Henry. It's can you tell Barrett to not do full hour Let's Plays? And we were talking about that while we were recording Bloodborne yesterday, and we were looking through the history of our Let's Plays, and it's the first 3 episodes, or 15-20 minutes, and then when we get to Bully, that's when we started doing hour-long Let's Plays. Man. Bully ruined everything for us, man, for Let's Plays.
Yeah, I can barely get through an hour Let's Play of anybody.
Exactly. I was hoping you would just go, I can barely get hard anymore.
I mean, we know you can barely get hard anymore, so.
It's issues. But yeah, with the 15-minute videos, it's easier to get them out there. It's easier for someone that hasn't seen our show before to sit down and watch a 15-minute video.
And Let's Plays are now every weekday. It's not just Fridays. And so you're getting mainly about the same amount of time every week, because instead of 1 hour every Friday, it's 15 minutes every Monday through Friday. Right. And it was really fun, actually, because we were recording just short 15-minute episodes yesterday, and I think it's some of the best episodes we've ever done. And it's just because we know that we have to do all these things in a time limit, so
we can't just dangle around.
Yeah, we can't just dingle and dangle around.
And on top of that, it's easier for us to get the material we need out for the week out there.
Exactly,
especially
because
for something like that.
Something I had noticed with the Arkham Knight playthroughs was they're each an hour, and so that video file, when I export it out, like the final cut and whatnot, it's 3 gigabytes.
Jesus Christ.
And that's because of the length of it and because of how graphically crazy it fucking is, because that's one of the most beautiful games on the PS4. So naturally, it's going to have a bigger file than say Shovel Knight or something.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool to break that down to 15 minutes. And I was looking at those file sizes when we were exporting those videos out, and they're not even a gig. I'm oh, this will be so much fucking easier. Because when I export the final cut, it's a 3-hour export. And I'm oh my God.
Yeah.
No. Because I can only do one thing at a time. Sometimes I want to compress a file and then also export a file at the same time. My computer can't do that because it's just no, one of these is going to be shitty.
Bruh.
And then on top of that, it's easier for us to plan ahead. Let's say 1 week.
Because
you're fucking out of town or something, and then we can't do shit.
Exactly.
And then that way we can prepare, and we don't just set a day and be we're using this whole day to do next week's video or something. we have a whole day and we can do fucking multiple weeks in one because
exactly.
of how short they are.
And that's like the thing. Like I've got so many like ideas. So, like each week, I want to sort of have it be like a different theme. Like this week, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's Bloodborne, and then next week I like indie games with you, and then the week after that, I'm gonna go back to Arkham Knight and do Season of Infamy and all that stuff. So there will be exceptions to the 15-minute limit. Like we're gonna play. I'm telling you this right now, just so you know. I bought Pure Chess, and we're gonna do a full match of Pure Chess. So whenever that match sort of ends, that's just how it'll be. Like there will be special episodes like that.
It's a 5-hour-long episode.
I have 3 rivalries. I have my rivalry with Fluffy.
With Smash Brothers.
With Smash Brothers. I have my rivalry with you and chess.
Yeah.
And I have an unnamed one, which I can't say. And 2 of those are respected rivalries.
The other one,
as Henry would put it, this is a man you respect, and have a picture of you and or Fluffy in my house one day.
Yeah.
This is the man you spit on. This is the enemy.
And that chess rivalry is the most intense one.
I know. So like how I originally wanted to do it was like we would just play chess, like actual physical chess, and like have a camera set up and all that stuff. But like we would just be like on one mic, and it would be like my iPhone camera, and I didn't want to. So I decided to just buy Pure Chess on the PS4, which I think is fucking hilarious. So that like, however long that match will take, like probably we usually have like half-hour matches from like what I remember.
It feels like they fucking take forever.
I know, because we don't talk, but now that we're gonna be in we're gonna be in presentation Let's Play mode, so we'll have our minds thinking a little bit.
And the winner gets to go against Ghostface Killer.
So we'll have like special episodes like that, and then like I want to do a Madden, 2 Madden episodes with you, where each episode is like a half.
Fun.
Like the first one is like the first half, and the second episode's the second half.
Can't use your season team though.
No. When you just go into a regular match, you can't use. Well, I actually haven't improved my Madden team at all.
Really?
Like I haven't traded anybody. It's still just like the same team.
I'm excited to see.
And that was something I was talking about
well.
with Henry yesterday. Like you and I really like 10, and that's the last one I actually owned.
Same.
And this is the first one that I bought since then, and I really, really like it. So I'm interested to see what you think about it.
Yeah.
You just have the 2 episodes, and in the middle of it is me doing the halftime show.
So yeah, like I have a lot of ideas for Let's Plays, and that's going to be really exciting. And I'm excited for BCG news, just because it'll be interesting to see how that at least that's like that first episode, how that turns out.
Yeah.
To see like the vibe and how that show, like what the show is going to be.
You vibe, bro?
So
the one thing that I am really going to miss is our rankings for quick reviews.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like, we're not going to stop reviewing things.
Obviously.
It's going to be we're going to start doing BCG reacts, which is whenever like a big thing comes out. Like if we all want to review like the next Star Wars movie, or we all want to get together and talk about Doctor Strange. Like we'll get together and we'll talk about it. We may keep the review.
That'd be nice.
Rankings. Nice. So yeah, it'll be much like the episode I did with my dad. I didn't call it BCG Reacts just because I didn't want to give people hints of like what our plans were for the future.
Yeah.
So I just called it like the spoiler cast or whatever.
You didn't want to ruin Fluffy anxiously waiting.
You're the one person who. What are they going to do next? I tell you, Fluffy's coming right now because we're doing Bloodborne all this week.